Hi everybody, Alex Davidson who is with you today. Welcome to our channel's question and answers on immigration to Canada. Interesting question. Looks like pretty weird or maybe pretty obvious, but not so obvious, by the way. Can I immigrate to Canada together with my parents? Surprisingly, the answer is technically yes. Technically, again, technically, right? I'm not saying realistically, but technically, there is a possibility to apply under the Federal Skilled Worker Program and lodge an application listing your parents as your dependents. In practice, for the last 16 years, I've seen two cases where it actually worked. And trust me, out of the hundreds and thousands of cases we were working with or my colleagues were working with, just two of those, it's virtually nothing, right? It's like either the visa officer was generous enough or I don't know, that was something with the stars, so visa officer somehow agreed to go for it. But technically, yes, it's possible to list your parents as dependent. Realistically, we spoke about parent sponsorship and family sponsorship before. So if we're talking about parents and you're looking to get your parents to Canada, the easiest way and the fastest way for you is applying them for super visa. Okay? In order to apply them for the super visa, you would have to have at least some sort of income in Canada. It's called lower cutoff income. It's usually around 30,000 Canadian dollars for a family, which is virtually nothing. And like roughly about like what, $1,000 per month per adult. So it's very low income cutoff, which you have to have in order to apply your parents. And typically this visa is granted very easily. Okay. It's processed very fast. It's a long-term visa. It's usually issued for several years, and parents could stay in Canada up to 2 years. So it's one of the best ways to bring your parents in. It's designed specifically to help you to bring your parents if, say, parents cannot live without you, they cannot live without seeing their grandchildren. While you're working on your income in Canada and making sure that you got enough money to apply for parent sponsorship. Parent sponsorship is absolutely another idea. It's a sponsorship, which means that you are technically sponsoring your parents, allowing them to apply for permanent residency because they cannot apply themselves. They're just way older than the cutoff for skilled workers. So you're trying to help your parents to become permanent residents of Canada and enjoy free healthcare. Okay. For that, you would have to live in Canada for at least 3 years. You would have to have much higher income, which is typically considered to be an average income in Canada. You would have to demonstrate that you got enough funds to sponsor your parents. That's another story, like absolutely different one. We will talk about it in our other videos. But again, speaking from weird point of view, there is still a chance to apply for your parents as your dependents. Chances for you to be approved, close to zero, but technically, well, you could still do that. Stay tuned with us. If you got any questions, our contacts at the end of the video.